Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls 2. In the last one we reached here to, or deeper inside of the, Brightstone Cave area. Cove, not cave, sorry. I mean there's some caves, but it's not a cave. A few things about this area. Firstly, right here, right in here, there is an item right there. But no, more importantly, to the room to my left right now, that is where you'll find Pate and Crichton fighting to the death, actually. If you continue the story all the way and neither are dead by this point. That is very important because otherwise I don't think you can... No, what I'm saying, you have to go through the whole story to get Crichton's armor, I think. Because you can get Pate's armor and weapon and all that before this confrontation. So if you then side with Crichton, that's when you can get his stuff. So if you want to collect a bunch of armor sets, that's how you do it. I'm sure there's some sort of achievement or trophy that's dedicated to getting all the armor sets. I wouldn't be surprised. I try to summon. It's not going to work. Oh well, not going to matter. We won't actually be tackling any boss in this episode, which is surprising because, like, not the next one, but the one after that we'll have the next 4. Starting after the next one. There we go. We'll have a boss per episode, which is actually pretty awesome. There is a fuck ton of bosses in this game, I swear. There's a lot, and I love them. Like, the bosses are my favorite part of this game. And it's like, well, they have cool bosses, and they already have pretty good mobs, just normal creatures. Well, awesome, let's add more bosses. I just love it. I should say, this place is a little bit dangerous, because, it's not like it's super dangerous, but there's spiders, and then there's people that are infested with spiders, and that's disgusting, because I hate spiders. I don't like spiders at all. They're not fun. They're not cute. They're not cuddly. No. None of this. I don't like any of it, honestly. I should also say, if you're like me, I was just trying to think like what actually I was gonna say. If you do not want to be here, and you just are going for pure, if you're just trying to rush through the place, then do not even come in here. Do not do anything. All you have to do, you don't have to sit at the bonfire really, but you know, probably should. You could honestly go outside, which I think I will in a moment here. Also, I fucking hate these mages in here. They are so obnoxious. Oh, you could hear him chanting. I just realized that. You could hear him chanting every time he casts a spell. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. If you're just trying to rush through and fucking why do the spider people they keep moving? To rush through, all you'd have to do is not go this way, actually. This is the opposite of completing the area. Oh, there you go. No, let's kill this guy. No, this guy. There we go. Sorry, I was having some issues because I kept trying to like target the other thing over there. So this direction, right there. Go forward. Do not go into that room. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go straight through those arches and get the hell out of here. Because there's nothing fun to be had about this place, in my opinion at least. There's some items and all that, but ugh, no fun. Also, right there, there's a couple things that hint at how you can deal with that door. I'll tell you, it's filled with sand behind it, so it's too, wait, I think there's one, yeah, I think it said it was too heavy to lift. That's because there's sand behind it, so you have to actually beat down the door, breaking it, which will throw sand all over you, and you might die, but I managed to withstand the impact, and the door opened up, which created a path, which is very useful. Also, I should say, careful, there is a miner in here, a dark spirit NPC of course. This guy is just here for whatever reason. It's not super tough. Right there I realized, wait a second, if you drop into the, what would you call it, like little spikes down there, it'll deal damage, I think, non-stop, even if you stand still. Yeah, that backstab, I love it. He does a lot of damage, and surprisingly that pickaxe is very meaty. But you can see it's dealing damage to him. I think it's per second and not per steps or how fast you go. But trust me, you won't die instantaneously if you drop into there. But the damage can add up, I guess. And so you get to hear it and see it. The only way to get out of here is to go up these two little stairway pieces right there. Otherwise, you're stuck in there. So I would recommend either not fighting him here, or if you can, just try not to get knocked off. Or better yet, just knock him off and then shoot him with range. That always works. Oh boy. God. Estes. I was like, ah shit. I should have attacked him and not let him heal up. But it's okay. I hope you could already see how annoying this little thing can be. He likes to chase you though, so if you do sit in there, he'll sit in there as well, which is fun. Also, for whatever reason, these guys finally decided to aggro and actually come down here, which is very strange. And the noise of them getting hurt and the spikes is actually very odd. There we go. I didn't want to leave it to chance for him to die and then use Estus, so I thought, let's just kill him myself. Did you see that fucking weird ass jump? It was just like a little hop. It was very odd. So, ooh, human effigy. That was actually pretty awesome. I guess I got that from the NPC there. So, if you're just going for the completion, you can't ignore them. You can't ignore the two guys as well, the NPC and the two spider bros. They're not bros, they're evil. Heed this warning, by the way. You could just rush in here and be done with the place, honestly. But there's plenty of little knickknacks to find. And I don't know if it's worth it, because there's just so many spiders. Oh boy, God. I'm sorry. What is it? You'll see more. Oh, gee, or God, yeah, this scared the shit out of me because it was like, well, is this what fear is like? That's fear. Like, I think it's trying to reinforce my whole fear of spider thing. It's just not fun. Watching back is a little. I don't like it. Okay, I'll just throw that up. Don't like it. Not fun at all. At the very least, I get to watch myself kill them. Which, that's fun, but the whole being consumed by a pack of spiders, a horde, a murder of crows, a murder of spiders, I would say a murder of spiders, because that sounds very scary. I don't want to be murdered by a murder of spiders, to be honest. Also, holy shit, why did they do so much damage? I think it's because they did some sort of jump attack at me, the second I attacked them, which is not good. Here, I could always just ignore them, jump into the spikes and all that. There's no penalty, honestly. Also, they have very low health, so them falling into the spike is very good for me. And you can see how quickly it adds up. A little bit of range, and it actually becomes real deadly to drop down there. But yeah, you don't have to take out the whole group. If you're just trying to, like, progress on, you just need to go through the left door up ahead. The right door is item, I think. The left door will take you to a set of ladder. It'll take you to a ladder, which you could use to continue up past this building and onwards. It still creeps me the fuck out that the spider bros that aren't bros, they keep moving when they die. Like, stop it. They did that on purpose. I know it for a fact. They're like, let's make this shit as creepy as possible. And it worked, I think. It definitely worked. God, no. I don't like this place. I do not like it one bit. But I don't have much of a choice because it's required. Sorry, yeah, this whole episode is just going to be me complaining about this. I don't like spiders. It's not fun. Anyways, pull the switch. It'll raise this door, which contains an item. Homeward bone? It's okay. The homeward bone is nothing to write home about. That was a good one, I think. These guys, you've already seen how they work. They really don't have any sort of intricate moveset. Just be careful that they don't grab you with their spider backpacks. Because if they do that, then you're in for some damage, and that's not fun. Same thing with the normal spiders and their whole dying thing, you know. This was getting me a little worried, because look at all those nests. I was worried that this was going to be the location of the next boss fight, but in fact this leads to the next boss fight. If you want to get through here fast, there's actually a couple of... It's like a quick way you could get down by just jumping on like 2 different webs and running down a third. It takes you down there really quickly. I think I end up falling and dying, so try not to do that. There will be spiders that spawn as you go farther down, so if you sprint through here, then you'll have a pack of spiders on your tail, so try not to do that unless that's what you're going for, in which case, go ahead. Murder all the spiders, I don't care. Also, there's an ambush right here. I'll throw it out there. Yep, I done goofed right there. And I goofed again because I was like, let's deal extra damage. And then I missed. All around, that was like shitty. Like 5 out of 4. Wait, no. 5 out of 10 would not attempt again. 5 out of 4, that's amazing. Holy crap, I should do this more often. For real though, so over here, this is in the area above the sand, what would you call it? The quicksand, I guess? Oh, right here. I was confused. You can grab onto this and actually go down, but you have to actually move the control stick in order to move. So that's just a little zip line. You grab it with your hands, and then at any point you choose, you can zip forward by pressing forward on the control stick. I think right there you just have to jump. I get the item later on, but I don't think it was anything super important. Otherwise I'd probably remember. These guys are fucking annoying. Honestly. They're not as bad as some sorcerers later on, but still, they're pretty terrible. The only like good thing is like when I could do this right here. Shooting at them from afar is very nice, but unfortunately it could only do so much good. And that's not a lot, but here we go, zipline. I like the zipline, it's fun. The game needs more ziplines. I think they have a couple later on, but we need even more ziplines, honestly. So here we are, with this right here. I'd say just rush past them, don't worry, honestly, because there's a bonfire in the way, or not in the way, but on the way, and it's best to just ignore them because you could just get past them for the bonfire. But yeah, the more I notice, or the more I watch this gameplay, the more I think, you know, there's probably a lot. Oh god, the spider, that's right. I managed to catch that. Like, nah, tricky bastard. I refuse today. I refuse to get jumped on by you today. There's so many things that I would totally do different with my character, which basically I will do different on a different character. Like, my health is really low, I'd say. Also, dex. Like, I have really high dex, but also really high strength, but I don't have... I never prioritized using heavy weapons, so the high strength really wasn't worth it, was it? I mean, I used a halberd one hand, but past, like, I didn't even need past, like, 20 strength, I think. Maybe even past 15, actually. So yeah, there's plenty of things it's like, well, that's not super great. Same thing when it comes to actual playing through the areas. It's like, yeah, I probably could have just done this or that, because it's a little sad how... It's not sad, actually. It's like, Dark Souls is that perfect game where... oh, fuck this guy. Hey, get out of my face. Dark Souls is the perfect sort of game where you could be like, alright, I spent 2 hours on this area. Awesome. I found all there is to find. I found everything there is. Like, I feel good about it. I'm finally ready to move on. And then you could play it again like 3 playthroughs later, and you're like, alright, I spent 15 minutes in this area. Clearly I was doing something wrong. It took way too long. Let's try this again later with a different character. And you're like, it's a little weird. Maybe I'm the only one that has that mindset, but I feel like that happens a lot, where I'm just sort of like, I could have done this so much quicker. And I'm not a speedrunner by any stretch of the imagination, but I like to think that I jog through games at a relatively okay pace. Not just like a casually walk, but like a brisk jog through games. But who knows? I might even attempt to speedrun Dark Souls 2 in the future, because it's actually not super difficult from what I've seen, because there's no crazy tricks you gotta do. It's just a lot of prioritizing certain weapons and whatnot, as well as just sprinting through the levels. So a place like this, I spent about an episode on it. I spent much more time than what you see here in this episode. Why is that thing fucking chasing me? Pisses me off. I hate this magic, honestly, because it just does not stop chasing you. Even it just curves around corners and everything. I think it curves around a corner right there, or nearly does. It happens later on. But I spent like about 20 minutes or so on this episode, right? About 30 minutes total, I think you've seen, of this area. And that's not terrible, but at the same time, it's... Oh, right here. I'm not even gonna say anything, just watch. Wait, oh, I think he died. Never mind. He explodes when you kill him. Don't kill the red lizards. They drop nothing. They're just there to explode. But looking back, it's like, I know for a fact I could have sprinted through here and been at the boss within 30 seconds. No, within 47 seconds, give or take a bunch of seconds of actually reaching the first bonfire. I could have already gotten to the boss, but I didn't know about that, and I was actually looking around for items, so it's like, well, either way I choose to go about it, it's still playing the game, so it's like I'm not doing it wrong, but at the same time I feel like I could have been doing it better, if that makes any sense. So when I see bullshit like this of me just like dancing around trying to kill guys, it's a little sad, but at the same time I'm just playing the game, so I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to argue about here, because I'm arguing with myself, to be honest. Fuck these mage guys. That's the moral of the story. This place sucks dick. I hate it all. Sorry for swearing, but it's terrible. F them. I hate them. They're stupid. They're dumb. No one likes them. The parents... Whoa, too far. Don't go to the parents. The mage guys are terrible, honestly. They shoot really fast, and it homes in and follows, and it curves. What more bullshit do you need to see? Like, watch it right here. Whoops! Whoa! It just curves. It could almost do a 90-degree angle. Like, that is ridiculous and stupid, and I hate it. Gosh. Anyways, at this point, you're seeing basically all there is. There's not much left to the episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, because I know I did it, because I hate these mage guys, and I hate these stupid spiders. They're just so icky. I don't want to have to deal with them any longer. Hopefully the next time I go through this area with a different character, maybe even the same character, who knows, in New Game Plus, I'm going to burn them all alive to a crisp and then eat them while laughing at the ones that I leave alive as witnesses. But that's for a whole nother adventure. Regardless, I hate this place, and it's stupid, and you're awesome for suffering through this video with me. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.